Welcome to Below the Bottom Line. Today's production is all about your business. Is it a retirement fortune or a retirement misfortune? We have a number of clients that we see in the practice that from time to time are wanting to sell their business, be it a small or a medium-sized business, and are looking for advice. My name's Brad Purvis. I'm a CPA and Director in the Melbourne practice, and I'm joined by Christopher Cicutto, Chartered Accountant, and one of my colleagues in our Business Services Department. And Chris, we often see clients wanting to talk to us about extracting the value and what they perceive to perhaps be a fortune in their small and medium and even large size business, but often they don't know what the real value of their business is or how to go about it. And then they often don't quite know how the sale is going to occur. Can you tell our listeners, Chris, what sort of sales do we often see our clients undertaking?
Yeah, look, we look at three main areas of sale, one being a trade sale, where either a competitor comes in and acquires the business, or someone new to the market space comes in and acquires it. We also have a family sale, where, say for example, a father's had a business for 20 years and wants to sell down the business to his son to take over the business. The third is a management sale, where key staff members either collectively or individually come to acquire the interest from the current owners of that business.
I think it's important for our clients and listeners to hear those different scenarios, because quite often our clients don't know perhaps where to turn and how to go about their sale. So we can help them. Often we engage other experts and colleagues of ours to assist us with those strategies. Valuation methods now, quite often what happens, Chris, is our clients come in and they think that their business is worth X, but then when it's put to the acid test, the marketplace often has a completely different impression or understanding of what it's worth. What sort of valuation methods do we sometimes see applied when working out what a business is worth?
Yeah, look, there are several different valuation models that businesses use to value a business. The most common approach, and one that we use here quite regularly at the practice, is future maintainable earnings.
And how does that sort of valuation method work?
So basically, a future maintainable earnings is in the name. We look at the financial and the past performance of businesses and try and work out a future maintainable earning for that particular business.
So it's all about the profit in the past and the profit projections going forward?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And that doesn't always apply to every industry or every economic condition?
No, it doesn't. Look, market forces and every industry are different, but we generally look to different businesses with different rates of return, and because we do have a large client base, we do have a lot of comparisons that we can look for clients and future sales. Okay, so it's important that clients understand that there are different valuation methods, but that's just one example, and economic conditions can determine sometimes the worth of businesses from time to time. Chris, if we were to look at a small example as to the sort of return versus the risk that might be associated with people that are, so that our sellers can understand, our people who are selling business can understand how those numbers might work. Can you give us an example? Yeah, look, obviously the value of any business is based on the risk. We generally look for business investment in the range of anywhere between 15 and 30% return.
So that's a return on my investment.
That's a return as a buyer. That's exactly right. So, say for example, you were an investor and you were looking to invest, say, $500,000 into something. If you went to a bank, the investment return would be approximately 5%.
Okay.
Where, say, if it was $500,000 at 5%, the earnings potential would be about $25,000. But if we're looking to invest $500,000 in a business, because of the inherent risks involved in owning a business, we look for a bigger return.
Okay.
So anywhere, say, up to about, say, 20% return on that would leave us with about $100,000 worth of profit or value for the investment.
So that's a clear illustration, I think, of risk versus return, and the fact that something that's associated with a higher risk, like a small to medium-sized business, requires a higher rate of return. That might help our clients and our viewers to understand what's involved. So I think it's important that the message today is that we just don't wake up on a Monday morning and decide that all of a sudden we're going to sell our business. We've got to go through a planning strategy, we've got to get some advice, and at Duncan Dovico Accountants and Advisors, we're well resourced. We've got significant capability and capacity in this area. So thanks for joining us on Below the Bottom Line, and we look forward to seeing you next time.